Okay, so I don't know exactly. I guess I would have to go through my history for today. I've skipped a few. I don't put every video I watch on here. I like the team and all, but jeepers, I'm not quite Velcro. Or, I mean, but inside here, we just got done. If you're following my line in my offer, this is the NCO training course, obstacles through the barrels at night, kind of a thing. Officer, you first because you're company command or what is it, platoon leader. Anyways, inside of there, we're going to get into one of them here in a second about do you think you've had enough? Are we in the step gauge to this bear rally being over? And of course, freedom in the why can't you just yell at him and punch him in the face for not following practical business standards? Because there's no number to it. Remember, we're going to be in here running the black light for heat. Like we're saying, we're changing the spectrums a little bit. Yes, that is a visible light spectrum as far as where they are, but you'll catch a lot of that in the tone for not just right now until this is really done and over with. You'd say the bounce is really over. These people are under pressure to catch falling knives. It's juggling knives. It's your job. It's a circus under the keel, like kind of thing. And you would expect them to hammer that, so they're going to have to be pretty competitive to the line about how do black lights work. Let's say they are a white light or photon black body problem. Given what you may be looking at here, in the sunshine, here's this pup right here. All of a sudden, the black lights turn on and it changes. It'll rip you apart as far as what are we looking at based on the megaparsecs by value here, and you're going to argue 63 and 73 is what you will do. It's not a choice. Pinky in here under the fucking facility rules of a doctor trying, and one of ministers or researchers trying to fucking get a nickel out of everybody inside of here. Yeah, because you get into problems about this later when you go pick up that white hot sword, right? So in here, what it really looks like a minister is this. This is 3355 on the move again. When we're which one was it? Yeah, is this one? I don't know. I had one about old school 5533 in here getting loose again. And when we're looking at these diagrams, the Feynman diagrams to the heads and shoulders, they work in a couple of different superpositions. That it's not only this, just don't use this diagram, actually crack it into it. This is just the F equals MA to get you started into field theory about whether you've had enough or not.
When something happens that could affect your portfolio, you can
and you want to be good with math and call this what it is. It is a number about precise modeling, my position, rectangle coordinates, X, Y, and Z, rectangle to polar on times in superpositions with semi-imperial points, where I'll say at the next sensor, this Hadron Collider here in the loops or the orbitals, says the sensor isn't just this part of the Hadron Collider. It is when. It is here. It is, you will see a result in that area. And I'm looking for EM fields, black light, white light, most of the black lights, UV, non-perceptible to you while the room looks purple. Okay. Why the room looks purple, but not what we quantify as the standard light bulb. That right there looks like she's probably in the 5,000 Kelvin temperature range, where blue white light would be 7,000 Kelvin on what this pin is inside here. So like calculations, are we platforming this right? Are the time stretches for the long on China's markets now changing over as the main methodology of what the herd's doing? The main group, or are you got your feet locked to a neutron star in some way that I don't give a damn about today. It'll rip you apart. That's what physics does, unless you're correct. Something in there, it's like, well, locked into the orbital general. Yeah, you're going to have to beat black hole calc on this one to change the accretion disk there for the Epson's one photon in this black hole. We are putting one photon, ripping it around this thing so I can invert the size of that black hole. Its mass, its spin. That's all going to still be a hot mixing bowl for dark matter inside of there when again, the black light or the ultra or the gamma. Like, thing about neutrinos, when I made the calc to it, what passes through here? You know, some military soldier number 556, obviously. That's what keeps reality, right? The vote, some gamma radiation thing, or some heat, some photon ripping through. A quark, an anti-quark, right? You know, you have not just exoponents, but you have, in math class, what do they call them? They're not sines and cosine, it's, there's another one like that, and it's like a covariant. My number 2 to go adjust something, and I forget what the two of them are called in a math class, but that would be our exponent. That's what we're dealing with right now. That's why that math class to some officer
we don't know. We haven't been here before.
is that. Now, I don't know where that puts you, or how the negotiation works to how the long works, and he's going to hit you. That seems like great. Now, can you stop Dorsey from getting involved, or Elon, anybody? Because at that point in time, you know, there is certain things, just because you can doesn't mean you should. That's more of a math problem, Pharaoh, at that point in time, and other issues about, well, what's really going down in here. Just because you're king of the world don't mean you don't come down here, step off the farm a little bit. You wouldn't die in that field off by yourself, right, Pharaoh?